So I heard Annoying got robbed in Toronto for, he was like IRL stream. This is the day, honestly. Shit, I was talking to somebody about this and they were black, so this is a race thing. I do feel like black people are targeted, or creators and rappers are targeted more. Like if they're wearing jewelry and shit, like we could be wearing the same thing. Nobody's gonna mess with me or as a white man. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. But so like Annoying was in Toronto IRL streaming, and then some goons just pulled up on their whip and steal his friend's chains and shit. So man, and I was talking to somebody, they're like, so are you ever scared when you're outside and shit? I'm also not as big as Annoying, so maybe if I was like Aiden Ross level, maybe people do target him, but I don't know what it is. So let's see what he said. I heard he left, I'm not trying to diss Annoying, but I heard he left his boy outside the car who was getting robbed and like dipped. I don't know if the clip is out. Actually, let's see if we can find a clip. So Annoying robbed, let's see, where is it? 2 streamers Captain got robbed on live. Here, let's just see this.
Yo, Cap, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes down to shit like this, bro, it's like, oh, fuck it, I might as well get drunk my damn self. Like, you know. Whoa. What's up?
More like come to Oakland. You're probably right. I don't really go to places that I'm not welcome, so maybe it's the places I go to.
Close it.
So in this video, we'll be talking about something crazy which happened in Toronto, but not.
So that's him getting robbed. You said the first, but yeah, we'll watch Annoying's take on it too, for sure. The Nation House. Okay, so their house got robbed. Here's Annoying's though.
I'm not even finna do no intro. We finna just get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys, some of you guys see the clip of what happened on stream and the situation that occurred in Toronto. So I'm about to just go ahead and just explain what really went on. All right. So first things first, a lot of people ask, why were we even in Toronto? We were in Toronto to go to the Drake concert. We got front seats to go to the Drake concert. And we just wanted to see Drake because, as you know, that's our favorite artist. And yeah, that's the reason why we were in Toronto. So I know a lot of people ask their questions like, why was the door open, or why was it?
That is true. If you're in the middle of Toronto, why is the door open? Lock that shit. You got a driver. Are they trying to? Is it cold up there right now? Maybe they're getting a breather. Maybe they were getting some. They had some swamp ass. They had to let that coochie breathe.
There's security. Why you didn't get security, etc. So I'm just gonna really just break down my whole point of view of everything, and so people could just, you know, we could just move on from this as a whole and just go on and continue it as a whole, right? So as we touched down in Toronto, we're hanging with Cribaz, right? Cribaz is some of you guys know who Cribaz is. He works with a lot of streamers and YouTubers. Cribaz is supposed to be my person that could provide me content for the entire trip, other than the Drake concert. He was just there to provide content, right? So as we go, Cribaz initially tells us that, yo, I can use this club hosting, show love to Toronto, bro. Like, Toronto doesn't really get no love out here, so if you could show love to the city, that could be a big thing for the city. Like, you know, just show love and, you know, tap in with the city, man, because, you know, he was just basically telling us, like, city don't really get no love like that, and we really like love y'all and appreciate y'all. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go to this club hosting. He introduced me to some people. Some of them were YouTubers, some of them were creators, you know what I'm saying? And some of the creators that were fans of me, they were just like, yo, you know how much we fuck with you out here in Toronto, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I'm excited, you know, every time somebody's a YouTuber or creator, it brings me back to a point in my career or a point in my life where I wasn't appreciated or loved. And I know how it feels to meet, you know what I'm saying, your idol or somebody who you're inspired by. So I love showing love to creators.
It was GTA RP IRL for real, bro. Although I've never been actually robbed, so I can't even feel, I don't want to joke about it. We're gonna joke about it, but it was probably scary as shit. Like, you don't want guns being pointed at you. That's crazy. I've never been in a situation like that. I've been in a few fights, but like never guns. Never. No one's ever had a gun pointed at me.
YouTubers. So that's just one thing that I always had for me as a heart and mind, and you know, maybe it backfired on me. Who knows? But
I've never been. My house hasn't been robbed. But again, like I tell you all this all the time. This is why I'm not scared of rappers threatening me. I got a fucking doorman downstairs. You gotta go to the front desk. You gotta call up. I gotta approve it every single time someone comes up. They can't just come up. No one can rob me.
After that happens, we go to the club. We turn up at the club. We hang out, go get food. After that, we go home. Next day goes by, we start up the stream, right? After we start up the stream, people are telling me to go to Yorkdale Mall. Now, first we're going to the Eaton Center, but everybody's telling me Yorkdale is better. It's a better mall. It's the biggest mall in Toronto. Yada yada yada, right? So Kerbaz has this whole thing set up, right? So we go. I have a cameraman.
Why does bro got Vaseline on his table next door though? Huh? He's beating off on stream.
And Kerbaz has like some other people in the car. He's like, yo, he's introducing me. Yo, this is the person who's gonna get us for pictures. This is the cameraman. This is the person who's gonna bring us the bitches. He's breaking it down to me. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever, cool, right? After this happens, we end up going to the mall. As we're going to the mall, I'm going to the food court. I'm going to the OVO store because, you know, I want to add on some OVO 8s because, you know, I'm a big Drake fan. So I just wanted to wear something to appreciate Drake. Everybody's making fun of my outfit, blah, blah, blah. So I changed my shoes and I go get some Air Forces, right? Now, this is where everything happens at.
All right, we're here.
Break this down, right? Boom. After this happens, a YouTuber appears, right? As the YouTuber appears, hold on 1 second. Hold on, mom, let me call you back.
What?
As the YouTuber,
his mom's like, nah, don't talk about this because then they're just gonna try and rob you again.
Appears, he's like, yo, Bass introducing me to him. He's like, yo, this is the person that's bringing us the bitches, yada yada yada. He's like, yo, bro, you mind if I get you for this vlog, blah blah blah. I'm like, yes. I'm showing him love on this vlog. He's like, yo, I need you to rate these things, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third, right? We end up meeting one of the girls inside the mall. You know what I'm saying? She's very friendly, yada yada yada. I fuck with her. He said there's 2 more girls supposed to be coming to the mall, but they're appearing late. Now, that can be an indicator they're appearing late. You know what I'm saying?
What, like they set him up?
Okay, whatever. Just let them know when they here.
I always say, like, you do not realize the power of just talking to somebody, just getting what is in.
Yeah, suck my dick, bitch.
Here, they get in, they hop in a Sprinter, we close the door, we off to the Drake concert.
Oh, so the girls hopped into the car and they were telling the location. Like, if I was IRL streaming, I feel like, actually, I don't think I would do it, but I would tell other people to do it. Put like that 6ix9ine method where you put it, I don't know, a delay of say 10 minutes. So you're riding around in this van, you're at a certain location. Even if people go to it, like you're already gone.
So after we're off to the Drake concert, I'm talking to this girl, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? The other 2 girls in the car, they're kind of quiet and shy, right? Now, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Just continue with the story. I'll go back to it afterwards, right? They're kind of quiet and shy. Now, mind you, the Drake concert from Yorkdale was far as fuck. It was like an hour, 30 to 40 minutes. Like, it was a long drive. Anybody who was in the stream, they'll tell you that drive was a super long drive. You see what I'm saying? As we're in the car, I'm like, what, like, bro, like, the chat's like, bro, I should have got some liquor or something to turn them up. So I'm like, I tell my driver, now, I want you guys to really listen so you can follow along with the story. I tell my driver, I said,
subtle flex. I got my driver. It's all good, you know?
stop at the nearest liquor store, right? Didn't say a location, didn't say an address. I just said, stop at the nearest liquor store, right? Unless anybody in the stream could find any details, whatever, cool. I'm telling them stop at the nearest liquor store, right? Cap and Kabaz to go inside the liquor store to get the bottles, right? They were like, yo, why we only getting one bottle? We should get 2 bottles, right? That's what the YouTuber said. The YouTuber also was like, oh, I have a friend who could bring us a bottle. Keep this in mind. He's like, I got a friend who could bring us a bottle. He won't even charge y'all. I said, well, where's he at? He can meet us at the show.
So it's a YouTuber, but then he said maybe they're faking the YouTube video. Be like, oh, just bring around a camera and then call up the goons to steal the chains. Fuck ad revenue, YouTube. It's the subscribers. Fuck the Twitch subscribers. Nah, we're getting the chains worth like 40K or something like that. That's easy bread.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not thinking anything of it. You feel me? And I don't want to blame anybody or let people make accusations or whatever the case may be. I just want you to follow along with the story. You know what I'm saying? So after this happens, one of the girls is like, I'm finna use the restroom. One of the guys in the sprinter was like, I'm finna grab another bottle. Now the other girls are like, oh, nah, I gotta use the restroom too. So 4 people hop out of the sprinter, right? There's 4 people who hop out of the sprinter. After 4 people hop out of the sprinter, the door is wide open because people are going in and out the sprinter. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when niggas is coming back, blah, blah, blah. Should that door have been shut? Absolutely, right? After this happens, a guy comes into the sprinter. He's reaching. He has like one arm right here and the other one. He pulls out his gun. He's not really holding the gun. Like, I don't know. He's holding the gun he's holding it from the extended clip. Like, you guys can see in the footage, he's holding it from the extended clip, right? After he's holding the gun from the extended clip.
Probably because he didn't want it to accidentally set off and like actually shoot people. He was just scaring them like, I got a gun.
Clip. He's like, run everything. As soon as he says that, my driver peels off. He cuts the wheel. That's why in the clip, you could see me, I dropped the phone. That's how hard my driver peels off. I'm like, oh shit. Everybody in the car is rolling, like they tumbling and shit, right? My homeboy, Cap rolls out the sprinter.
So that's why his boy got left out. Okay.
Person with the gun is still in.
I was about to say, that's a pussy move if like you just leave your boy out there, but if the driver did it and you didn't tell him to do it, that's the driver's fault.
Inside of the sprinter. You see what I'm saying? As the person with the gun is still inside of the sprinter, Kabaz jumps behind him and Kabaz ends up jumping out the sprinter. So now it's me, the 2 other guys that's in the sprinter, and
Juice
and the gunman, right? After this happens, he sees that Cap is out the car. He now directly points the gun towards me, right? As soon as he points the gun towards me, boom! I don't know what my driver hit. It felt like a speed bump or something. The car is moving in motion.
That could have made the gun go off, bro. He could have lost his life.
Boom! He hits the speed bump. Everybody's all like tumbling and shifting over and shit again. The gunman drops his gun. He drops his gun. After he drops his gun, thank God, the gun fell out the sprinter. As the gun falls,
then you gotta get the man in a chokehold. Get all your shit back, all the chains, whatever he stole, the jewelry, the money. Man, I'm glad I do not wear jewelry like that. I wear a Rolex, but that's it.
Out the sprinter, he's still in the car, but he's kind of like nervous. He's looking like left, right, like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying? He jumps out the sprinter. As he jumps out the sprinter, the car like comes down suddenly to a stop. I'm like, hell no. Close the door. Cause remember, he just dropped his gun. So I'm thinking he's gonna pick the gun up and try to, you know what I'm saying, run back to the sprinter or something. I'm like, close the door and pull off. Close the door, pull off. So I'm telling my driver, I'm like, go, go, go. We're not stopping this car for shit. Go. As that happened, he closes the door. Now, mind you, this is all in like a 60-second time span. Cap and Crabaz, they've been
No, I'm not.
out the vehicle. So I'm thinking that they had a head start to take off, right? Crabaz calls one of the guys in the Sprinter. He's like, yo, I'm good. I'm thinking Crabaz and Cap went the same way. So I'm like, okay, Crabaz, you're good. Where's my homeboy at? He's like, Cap's not with me. He walks out. He's like, I see Cap. I'm like, oh, thank God. You see what I'm saying? I tell Crabaz, I'm like, bro, y'all call an Uber to the hotel, because if we spin back, you know what I'm saying?
They might be there.
No, first, I initially told him, I said, where you at? And are they still there? Because if we spin back.
All right, so we got it. But yo, he got robbed? That's crazy. This is the dangers of IRL streaming. I feel like it just got popping, so now a bunch of people are doing it, including myself. I was gonna start, but man, now we know like what's gonna go. You gotta get the delay on the stream or something so nobody knows your location. But again, I don't really see myself as a target. I don't really got anything on me. Like, what, you gonna steal my credit cards? I'm just gonna cancel that shit and get my money back. This is why wearing expensive jewelry, you gotta wear fake jewelry, bro. Buy the jewelry, keep it at home. But then what's the whole point if you're not rocking the jewelry outside? I guess the flex is like you got so much money that like you can risk getting robbed of $80,000, $100,000 jewelry. But hey man, I'm not at that level yet. That's still gonna hurt the soul.